Welcome to Ghoulish Gab, always spooky, always under 7 minutes. Today we are going to talk about an upcoming Twin Ports Horror Society event, Saturday, May 11th at the Gopher Bar and Grill in Duluth. We are throwing our third annual halfway to Halloween party. We hope to see all of you there. We have a hell of a night planned. Of course, there's a costume contest. We're giving away 3 choices. The only category is judge's choice. So the judges who will be announced that night are just going to pick 3 of their favorite costumes, and you'll get a trophy and some shit and bragging rights. But most importantly, we got to talk about the entertainment that we have lined up. The whole evening is going to be hosted by our friend Uncle Clutch, who is always a riot. So we're very excited to have him back. And we have a local punk band, Mr. Kickass, very fun, energetic, kick-ass band. They named themselves appropriately. But the thing that I am extremely excited about is booking one of my favorite bands, Impaler. They are Minnesota Shock Rock Legends. If you enjoy punk music, heavy metal, hard rock, anything like that, if you're a fan of Alice Cooper, the Misfits, Guar, any of that type of stuff, you're gonna love Impaler if you don't already. They started in 1993 and they've been playing since then. Now in 1995, they released Rise of the Mutants on Combat Records, and some people might recognize this. Let me get it out of there. Artwork. Yeah. It was featured in the movie Trick or Treat, and it was also Tipper Gore. This is one of the albums she brought in during the infamous PMRC hearings when they were trying to, get music censored. They used this as an example of something they didn't want the kids to look at. And then couple other notable things too. In 1986, their follow-up album after Rise of the Mutants was "If We Had Brains, We'd Be Dangerous," which was produced by Bob Mould of Husker Du, another Minnesota legend. And I mean, these guys have just been out there kicking ass, playing with all your favorite bands, and just doing this horror B-movie inspired music. And they've done it so well. They have a star on the wall at First Avenue.
Yes.
So they are the real fucking deal. And I need you to come out to this show to see them because it's free. And look, these guys have been playing more than 40 years. Who knows how many more chances you're going to get to see Impaler.
Yeah. Always treat seeing a band like it could be the last time you could see them.
That's right. I mean,
you never know what life is going to bring.
No, it's amazing that they're still doing this. And we're not saying that Impaler is going to die soon. But, how long can you do this stuff? I mean, it's crazy. It's amazing that they've done it so long. So I forgot to set a timer for this episode. So I hope that it stays under 7 minutes.
Well, if we're a little long this time, who cares? It's because you're chatting about Impaler, and you know what? They'll deal with it. They'll deal with it.
They will deal with it. So I hope you can make that out. Once again, that's Saturday, May 11th. If you're in the group, check out the event page that we have in there. But speaking of horror-influenced music, Kayla's going to fill the rest of this time talking about a couple favorite bands that fit that bill.
So I picked 2. One is very well known. One might not be as well known. Have you ever listened to Zombina and the Skeletones?
Yes. It's been a while, but I have heard, the name is very familiar to me, and I've heard a handful of the songs online before.
So it's an English rock band from Liverpool. They formed in 1998. Unfortunately, I will never get to see them, which is again why you should always treat a chance to see a band like it might not be, because their last recording was an EP that was released in 2017. Band members are Zombina, Kyle Cthulhu, Doc Horror, Bendigo, and X-Ray Spec. And it's like this garage rock, punk, rockabilly vibe.
Yeah.
Very much inspired by B horror films. You'll get that as soon as you start listening. Some songs that I would highly recommend is Zombie Hop, Your Girlfriend's Head, The Kids Are All Dead, and You'd Scream If You Knew What I Did Last Halloween. That one is like a 2-minute song, but if you listen to it, you will be singing it in your head for like the next 3 weeks.
Nice.
It's so good. Oh, I love it so much. And then the other one that is very popular, but I don't think a lot of people think about, is Coheed and Cambria, which might kind of be cheating because I guess you could call it more sci-fi than horror. But like all of their albums except for one are based on this big long storyline that Claudio, the like guitarist and singer, created. And they're all amazing. It's all great. If you haven't listened to it, you absolutely should. And their music videos, they have 2 that are really kind of feel horror inspired. Welcome Home. It has like floating blood and deep dark storm clouds and lightning storms and weird creepy floating picture frames. And it's just a really good song. And it apparently, I looked into it, it depicts a moment of psychosis from a character's perspective and how he hopes their lover dies. And then the other one and the other one is Blood Red Summer, which is very much a horror music video. It's off of In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3. And basically, the music video is a zombie film. It's Claudio in a cabin, like setting booby traps and eating beans out of a can. And then flashbacks of like his friends, like in the cabin with him. And then the next thing you know, night comes and the friends are all zombies. And then they eventually break in and they get him. And then he becomes a zombie. And it's a happy ending because they all walk off as zombies together. So those are my 2 favorite horror bands.
Did he get to finish eating the beans from the can before the zombie
He did. And it's like in the music video, he's eating and he's singing and he's making this obvious face like, yeah, I'm eating beans out of a can. I have no reason to love it as much as I do, honestly.
Yes. Well, that's probably time. I don't know. I'm just guessing because I forgot to set the timer. So, bye.
And come to the freaking halfway to Halloween show. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, that.